Have you noticed that the old-fashioned propeller planes adopted the rear triangular landing gear design, that is, the layout with two tires in the front and one tire in the back? Then for modern jet planes, they all have the front triangular landing gear design, which is one tire in the front and two tires in the back. So why do propeller planes and jet planes adopt different landing gear layouts? As we all know, the Wright brothers in the United States were the first to invent the airplane and make it fly successfully. However, the airplane they made at that time didn't have a landing gear. Instead, it used a small car with the assistance of a drop hammer device for catapult takeoff. Later in 1906, a Brazilian airplane inventor, Santos Dumont, added a landing gear to his airplane for the first time, enabling the airplane to have the ability to move on the ground and take off and land by taxiing during World War I and even World War II. All the airplanes generally adopted the rear triangular landing gear design. This is because all the airplanes at that time were propeller planes. The engines of the airplanes were front-mounted designs. The entire center of gravity was at the front. The wings were also designed at the front position to provide the lift for balanced flight. This determined that the front half of the airplane necessarily required more wheels for support than the rear half, and the three-point layout compared to other multi-point layouts not only has a simple structure, but also is very excellent in stability performance. It is a very suitable landing gear design for propeller planes. In order to ensure that the propeller has enough rotation space and doesn't touch the ground, people, based on the three-point layout, increased the height of the two main wheels in the front, making the airplane have an obvious nose-up attitude. Ultimately, it became the rear triangular landing gear design that we see. But for modern jet planes, the propellers of the airplanes were cancelled. The jet engines adopted the rear-mounted tail nozzle design. The center of gravity started to shift backward. The wings also had a swept-back angle design. The support requirement at the rear of the airplane was significantly greater than the front. The rear triangle became the front triangle, and without the restriction of the propeller, the height difference between the front and rear wheels was cancelled, making the airplane present a horizontal attitude. So in general, the reason why propeller planes and jet planes adopt different landing gear designs, this is due to the changes in the structure and aerodynamic layout of the airplane. It is not designed randomly.